And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And look at this Eagle defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the tackle will be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with that early and often.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 37.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Smith in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd down and 1. Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
63, 63, 63.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
This is caught by Addison.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
63,
Hurts going to move him around.
63. Go Silver, ready?
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And Wilson with it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Silver. check. King, Phil King. Alpha. Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one too low.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he did.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Barkley on a first down, running into a wall as he stepped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
63. No touch.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Great.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Throwing is Hurts. And a completion to Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
In motion left goes Smith.
Hey, let's go. Tiger swamp.
A first down carry for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43.
73.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown! Big play there. 43 yards.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds is just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
To throw on second down. McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Don't touch.
Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, 73. Don't touch.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pick up there and also a 1st down. Off-play action. McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. McCarthy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
63, 63, 60.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. And he is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down. Off play action. McCarthy. Now he's got it. And he's brought down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
On 1st down, Hurts.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Silver. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Alpha.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown. And they went right down the field and moved their way into the end zone.
touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCarthy alluding to pressure right.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off-play action. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was really up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intent.
That is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught inside the 35.
Here's 1st down.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all, and they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around